In news coming out of Washington, D.C., an American Eagle bombardier CRJ-700 has collided with a VH-60M Black Hawk helicopter and has crashed into the Potomac River. At the time of the collision, 8:48 p.m. local time, the flight was on final approach to runway 33 at Washington Ronald Reagan National Airport. It was operating American Eagle Flight 5342 from Wichita, Kansas to Washington, D.C., with a reported 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board. Video footage shows the helicopter colliding with the CRJ from the right-hand side. The aircraft was N709PS, a 20-year-old bombardier CRJ-700, which was operated by PSA Airlines on behalf of American Eagle. At the time of the crash, it had been in the air for 2 hours and 9 minutes, according to available flight data. Weather at the time was 5 or more miles, with winds at 300 degrees, 8 knots, with an air temperature of 8 degrees Celsius or 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Following the crash, however, the temperature fell closer to freezing as the night progressed. Regarding casualties or souls on board the Black Hawk, reports say that 3 Army aviators were on board, consisting of 2 pilots and 1 aircrewman. The helicopter was a VH-60M, designed for VIP transport, with the call sign of PAT-25, from Bravo Company, 12th Aviation Battalion, out of Davison Army Airfield. An aviation commentator mentioned to the BBC that the helicopter had been asked if they had visual contact with the CRJ. There was reportedly no answer, which is when the collision occurred. The same commentator, a former CRJ pilot who had flown into Reagan National Airport countless times, highlighted that the helicopter appeared to have approached the accident aircraft from behind, a much more difficult angle to identify an oncoming aircraft from at night, with background lights making visual contact harder still. Initial ATC communication suggests the helicopter had been instructed to pass behind the CRJ. As of now, all flights in and out of Reagan Airport have been suspended while rescue efforts are undertaken, and the expectation is that flight resumption will take place after 11 a.m. local time. The United States government has been following the situation closely. The president described the collision as a terrible accident, suggesting that this is not being treated as a security threat to the Capitol. American Airlines has established a phone number to call for people who believe their relatives may have been on the flight. CEO Robert Isom provided an update on the matter via a video published on the American Airlines newsroom, expressing his deep sorrow and providing the initial facts. He confirmed the aircraft was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members. The airline is actively working with local, state, and federal authorities to respond to the emergency and fully cooperating with the NTSB. The National Transportation Safety Board's GO team was dispatched to the scene quickly, and information will be being gathered from all parameters. We at Airways Magazine are committed to sharing information as it becomes available and share it in a fair and unbiased manner. At this time, any cause of this incident is still unknown. Please be respectful and mindful of this fact.